mutants will be brought to justice!
So now we do get a chance to talk about these new enemy types. These guys, just like the human, can use mutant powers, but unlike the human, they have every mutant power instead of just a few. They're also incredibly bugged, and their models have really bad physics issues. They will sometimes vanish through the floor entirely, or get stuck on the geometry. The recommended way to deal with them is to stay as far away as possible, because they can kill you in 1 or 2 hits. And in spite of the game saying there's one of them left, there is in fact not.
We're under orders.
That seems like a very strange thing to mention right now. I'm not sure if it matters whether you're under orders or not. So there's a new projectile enemy. They perform the same function as the guys with the guns. They just shoot at us with mind powers instead. When there's more than one of them, they can be incredibly dangerous, and when we see them later, they'll be even stronger than they are now. But right now, they're not too big a deal. I hope these upcoming few moments will give you an idea of just how easy it is to die from this point onward. So we didn't get to keep that Surge X-Gene we got, but we did get Northstar's suit as a replacement, which is pretty snazzy. The first thing you want to do in any of these fights is take out the guys with the projectiles. You see exactly how easily they can stun lock us. And like I said, when there's only one of them, they're not a big deal. But if there's so much as 2, you're in a lot of trouble. The hurt boxes on their projectiles are also enormous, so that doesn't help any. So it turns out Reyes did have mind control powers all along, in case you didn't guess that already, from the incredibly conspicuous way they made that cutscene play out. The only thing we don't really know is why Reyes would do all of this. I mean, he was in a pretty good position politically, and he probably could have gotten plenty of money for himself if that's what he was after. So there's probably some kind of ideological reason behind this. He's still an asshole, though. Definitely. So the MRD was supplying the purifiers with Sentinel tech, or at least we can assume that because Reyes is evil. And they were using that Sentinel tech with the human to put the mutant powers into the suits. So the end goal here was to make suits that are super powered with mutant abilities. I just thought that might be a good idea since we hadn't upgraded our mutant powers in a while. That's the last time we'll get to do it, though. Because those cost a lot of experience. So this is the point where you're like, well, fuck. How am I going to survive that? And that's okay, we've got this. And while we've got this, let's talk more about the MRD. Now, Reyes' plan was actually pretty good. Alright, to figure out that the MRD was ultimately behind this, you would have to go through the Purifiers and the human both. And even then, there's no direct proof of MRD involvement. The only reason we actually found out the MRD was involved was because Bastion was an idiot. And because Adrian is apparently clairvoyant, both of those things. It really upsets me that they bothered to put together this really neat story where there are 3 to 4 separate parties involved in a conspiracy, but the way the conspiracy is eventually figured out is just so dumb. Because the framework of the story is so good, it's just a shame. Also, I'm going to warn you ahead of time, we managed to avoid any big cutscene glitches so far, but that's going to change in the upcoming cutscene, and you're going to see some really weird, trippy shit. Some nightmarish stuff, I'm just warning you.
I'm gonna get you out of there.
No! Power dampener! Turn it off! I can teleport!
You persist in trying to oppose me, child. There is a certain dignity in accepting your fate.
Ah! Oh, no! I'm caught! Listen, that was Bastion. That was Bastion's voice.
I know. We'll stop him. Let's just get you out.
This is like the rally attack. He wants us to fight each other until he's ready to kill us all. If he gets my ability, don't let him. Please, don't.
Hey, who croaked the kid?
You asked the right question, Kane Marco. You share the responsibility for this child's death, you and your X-Men. And I swore that if any more mutants died, I would be their avenging angel.
I'm not an X-Man.
You fought alongside Cyclops, and Cyclops brought this vessel down. I saw it.
Kid, you picked a fight with the wrong guy.
Wait, that's not how it happened. Pixie! No!
This is a pretty decent boss. I actually really like this boss. It has 3 phases, and this first phase is basically just avoiding everything Magneto and Juggernaut throw at you. The most dangerous attack of Juggernaut's is his charge, but if we're standing behind Cyclops' prison, as the game puts it, he'll ram his head into that and we'll be fine. Unfortunately, Cyclops' prison cannot block cars. The way to avoid those is simply by dodge rolling out of the way or running so fast that it can't hit you. Magneto can also fire small blasts at us. Those aren't nearly as formidable as the car, though. Juggernaut's helmet popped off, which for some reason means that the entire rest of his body is vulnerable now. Occasionally, Emma will take control of his mind and make him charge into a wall. This is when he's the most vulnerable. After he hits the wall, I mean. We can't dodge roll out of the way of his ground slam, no matter how many times I might try to do that. You really just want to get away before he does it. So this part of the boss is pretty easy. Just wait for Juggernaut to ram into the wall and then hit him. This is a pretty okay section of the boss fight, even if it's really boring. The biggest problem I have here is that I don't think Juggernaut's helmet just pops off like that. I don't think it just comes off. To be fair, every time the X-Men ever defeat Juggernaut, it's because they remove his helmet. That's really the only way to stop him. But I don't think it ever just pops off like that. He should really have it bolted in there or something, you know? Because that helmet is the only thing shielding him from telepathic attacks like the ones Emma's doing. I think in the traditional comics, Emma could have just stopped them right here, because his mind's not super strong or anything. I'm pretty sure Emma could have just made him stop fighting, but then we wouldn't have a boss fight.
Magneto, think this through. I loved Megan like a daughter. I'd never...
This is my favorite part of the boss fight. We have to rush down to the end of the street, avoiding the obstacles Magneto throws at us. And we have to break open Cyclops' prison so we can shoot Magneto down. But while that's happening, let's talk about Magneto some. I just want to point out, oh, by the way, we need to block these blasts. Blocking them isn't actually very hard, I just completely forgot to for some reason at first. There we go. But anyway, I want to point out something about Magneto's motivation. He said that if any more mutants died, he would be their avenging angel. Which includes X-Men, because, you know, Pixie was an X-Man. So, if any more mutants die, and those mutants were killed by other mutants, even indirectly, he's going to kill more mutants to solve the problem of more mutants dying. Because up until this point, Adrian has been fiercely loyal to the Brotherhood. Our faction meter is all Brotherhood, not even a little bit X-Man. And because we were seen next to Cyclops for a brief period, we're apparently guilty. Magneto's kind of a shitty person, isn't he? Magneto's writing early in the game and after this isn't so bad, but his motivation for attacking us is just so unbelievably stupid, especially for someone as intelligent as Magneto. I couldn't believe he would actually be this stupid. Magneto's never really needed a reason to attack the X-Men before. I mean, it's implied he was at an uneasy peace. But why would the death of a single mutant be the thing to break that? Does only the first death matter? Okay, I'm done. We're done thinking. Boss fight's over.
I know what I saw, Cyclops.
Just like everyone knew what they saw at the rally. But it wasn't you, was it? And this wasn't me.
You've made common cause with fools and knaves, Cyclops. Even if you didn't kill the child, your pact with the MRD was what allowed the Purifiers to get a foothold in this city. From now on, if you or any of your X-Men cross my path, I will pause just long enough to crush them. Perhaps you deserve the benefit of the doubt. You fought like a warrior, and there's a place for you in my Brotherhood. Choose now. I've no time for further debate.
Don't do this. You're not like them, I've watched you. If you care about the future for all of us, you'll stand alongside the X-Men. I know you'll make the right decision.
Very well. You've chosen your path, and you'll have to live with it. Briefly, I'd imagine.
Yeah, good riddance.
This is far from over. We have a common enemy out there, and he just got exactly what he wanted. The X-Men and the Brotherhood at each other's throats. Come on. We'd best get you suited up. You know the old proverb.
What proverb is that?
If you want peace, prepare for war.